We've been frightfully busy this October, but that won't stop us from hosting yet another Halloween party. We've combed through the vault, looking for some of our best episodes. We'll bring you recipes, tricks and treats, and of course, tunes. But fear not, we've still come up with a brand new cocktail that will scare the pants off of every party guest you have. So get ready to have you another happy Halloween. Boom! Okay, so here we are ready for another Halloween, and Jocelyn and I both thought that even though this is a best of Halloween episode, it's still absolutely necessary to come up with a new cocktail. I'd say frightening without it.
It's the heart of the party.
It really is. It really is a good fall cocktail. We have done things over the years. We've done candy corn cocktail. It was a good effort, but not so much. We've done a bloody rum punch. That was really good.
That was good, yep.
But we think this year we are going to kick it up a notch, and this is going to be a little bit more of a grown-up cocktail.
Yeah, a lot of brown liquor in this one.
Totally. We're calling it an over the moon. Now, what we do is we start off with a thyme simple syrup. It's really easy to make. All you have to do is, actually, could you grab it out of the refrigerator there, Jocelyn? All you have to do is boil a half a cup of sugar and a half a cup of water. Boil it until the sugar dissolves. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes, then take it off the heat. Drop in, I don't know, 10, 12 sprigs of thyme and just let it cool. Then what you want to do once it's all cool, you just strain it out and you have this thyme simple syrup. Smell it. See, it's cool. It kind of it gives it more of like a savory type flavor.
It's kind of earthy to me.
It's very earthy, yeah. So what we're gonna do is we are going to fill our cocktail shaker with ice because we need cold drinks.
Always.
And brown liquor. I think best served cold, don't you think? Along with revenge. Ooh, very Halloweeny. Yeah, I went there. Okay, so
this is a new frontier for me. I'm more of a clear liquor kind of gal.
Yes,
so,
you are. Yeah,
we'll see.
Jocelyn will be howling at the moon after her full moon cocktail.
It's not been since Scotland since I don't really remember that much.
Okay, so we're going to start off with, and this is going to make 2 drinks. So we're going to start off with 1 shot of our thyme simple syrup. There you are. Beautiful. You can put that over there. We're going to do 1 shot of lemon juice. Look at that. Perfect measuring. And by the way, for any of you cocktail math nerds out there, 2 tablespoons equals 1 shot.
Thanks to Siri for that info.
Yeah, thanks, Siri. We're going to do 2 shots of apple cider. Get good apple cider too. It's all in season right now. It's everywhere you look. All right. We're going to do 2 shots of bourbon. You ready, Jocelyn?
I am, I think.
Am I ready? I guess is really the real question there.
If I start singing karaoke, you know we've gone too far.
Or maybe not just quite far enough. It's going to be that kind of a party. Now we're also going to do 2 shots of apple brandy. We're using Calvados. I don't know.
Yes. 5 years of Spanish, folks.
She's going to.
I can count to 10, and I've got my pronunciation down.
Jocelyn's going to be Sofia Vergara for Halloween
in Guadalajara.
So 2 shots of the Jocelyn.
Calvados.
Yes. And then what we're going to do is just a couple dashes of an Angostura bitters.
Made in Trinidad.
Yes. Jocelyn had a good time
I like to read labels.
reading the labels today, so we know a lot about that now. So Jocelyn, tell me what you think. What do you think? Isn't that really good?
That is good.
Yeah, as I said, it's something about the thyme simple syrup. It gives it kind of an earthy thing, so it's not too sweet, but you get the brandy and you get the bourbon and a little bit of apple, a little bit of Halloween.
Oh, and
You're liking this, right?
I am, and no man is gonna accuse us of making girly drinks.
No, they're not. Cheers. Okay, now we are going to rock out a little guacamole. Yes, now I have to tell you, this recipe came from Rosa Mexicano restaurant, which they make the guacamole at your table, and it was so unbelievably delicious. I literally asked the guy how to do it. He said, oh, go on our website. We have the whole recipe there. So we're going to recreate it, and it's delicious.
But before we go any further, so Alexander said to me, oh, we'll make guac on camera. And I was like, but we've already done that. Been there, done that. You have recipes on our website, www.bostongreatergalagirls.com, for guac, my favorite guac. And then she told me, oh, no, no, no. What I'm making is a different kind of guac than what she's making. Right. Tell the difference. So
California guacamole uses garlic and lime.
That's me.
And exactly. And
cumin.
And sure, cumin, whatever.
I say cumin. Potato.
But this is Mexican guacamole, and I have to tell you, it's so delicious. I literally ate 3 avocados one day.
It happens.
It was good. So for lunch. Okay, so the secret to this is you have to make a paste, and I have what's called a molcajete here. It's a volcanic mortar and pestle here, and this is what
you can do it in a bowl too if you want.
You can do it in a bowl with like the back of a wooden spoon or whatever.
I don't have whatever this is. No volcanic ash in my house.
Oh, I have it. So what we're going to start off with is a tablespoon of chopped white onion. You're just going to right in, and then we do a half a teaspoon of chopped cilantro, a half a teaspoon of chopped jalapeno, and a half a tablespoon of salt. Why do I keep saying that?
It's all right.
This is whatever here. So now what you do is you just grind these and you make a paste. And again, this is very easily done with the back of a wooden spoon if you need to, but what this paste does is it really flavors everything. Oh my God, it's so good. You have no idea. Oh, you'll have an idea before you know it.
Apparently so.
And wait until you see how we serve it, because that's what makes it delectable. So I have got my paste rocking it out right here.
All right, well, now you have your paste. Let's add your lovely little paste with volcanic ash.
Yeah, no, you have cured your you have cured everything in here. So the way
I'm just kidding. But anyways, this is 1 chopped Hass avocado.
Okay, so
delish and on sale this week. Who knew?
Yep, so you just scrape out your paste from the molcajete, and this is going to flavor it and make it so good you will cry.
Apparently so.
Okay.
All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add in some stuff that's not been ground to a paste. Sure. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 tablespoons once again of the onion, but this time not ground. 1.
Yep. You want a little bit of chunkiness in it?
2, because I'm in Mexico now, apparently, not in Baja. Next.
Okay.
Next, we're going to do a teaspoon of cilantro.
That's just a half, so throw in 2 of those.
I will do 2. And this, we're going to do a half teaspoon of these are fresh chopped jalapenos, just so you know.
Put in a little bit more. I like them spicy. You see my devil horns here.
My husband did grow these in his garden, FYI.
And I have to tell you, don't cheat. Don't use jarred jalapenos. Use the fresh ones, because it'll make all the difference.
And this is just a small tomato that we have chopped up as well. And off we go to the races, my dear.
Now, and you can squish this up just a little bit, because you don't want super chunky guac. Well, I don't want super chunky guac. You can do whatever you like, but I like to smush it just enough so that you have a bit of a creamy guacamole.
Now, you're using a spoon. See, I would use a fork.
I'm using a fork.
Oh, you are using a fork. Oh, see, didn't even know.
girlfriend these glasses.
Okay,
or
so while she's
fewer
mushing this together, let me tell you about what Alexandra also did in her downtime today.
Because I had so much of it working full time.
She took this cute little pumpkin and she carved it out. How adorable is that? Hello. And what we're going to do now, which I think is the cutest thing ever, is we're going to make it seem as if the pumpkin threw up.
Yeah.
And starting from the outside going in, she's going to spoon feed it as if you would one of our 3-year-olds back in the day.
True.
And make it seem as if the pumpkin is, in fact, vomiting.
Because what's more delectable than a barfing pumpkin?
Especially on Halloween. Now make
Plus
sure
it's green.
Now get some inside his mouth too, so it makes it look like it's coming out of his mouth. And then you're just going to adorn it with a couple of tortilla chips on the bottom. And so that your guests can feel as if they are living the Halloween dream. And
it looks disgusting.
it looks disgusting, but how cute! That's what you do on Halloween.
Look at this. Are you joking me?
It looks as if he's vomiting guacamole.
Now, Jennifer, I dare you to try some of this because you will be forever changed.
Well, it's Halloween, and I am up for dare.
Right? How different is that than your lime and garlic one?
It's very good.
It's good,
I'm
right?
not gonna lie. I do enjoy my California one, but this is delish.
No offense against any Californians, but this does go great with a bloody rum
Oh,
teeny.
didn't even think about that.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so we're going to start off our Halloween party by making some different kind of cheese balls. Ones that resemble pumpkins.
I love it. It's so
Yes. This is super easy. You can even have the kids help you do it. What we did ahead of time is we took basically your cheddar cheese spread, a whisk pride of sort. We did a port wine, we did a regular one, and we rolled out, just using our hands like you would any kind of dough, into the little different pumpkin size shapes for the cheese. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to make the field. So Lydia, if you could do me a favor and sprinkle some of these nuts on our platter to make it look like that's the dirt. The field, Jen, is just some crushed nuts. You can use peanuts, you can use walnuts, you can use whatever is in your pantry, which is what I did. And that's how we go. Just slam them down on the counter for a little bit to make it look a little bit like gravel. This is going to be the field for the pumpkins.
I like it.
Okay, next what we do is after we've rolled out our balls, we're going to put them in the fridge for a little bit, let them set. Then we're going to take a toothpick. And Mac, you can look and see how I'm doing this. I'm going to carve out some lines in it to make it look a little bit like a pumpkin.
Cute.
Okay? Now Lydia, you want to spread those around? You got them all over? I'm going to show you in 1 second what we do next, Mac. Then we'll put them down in there. That's one of them. Now Mac, if you would be so kind, this is going to be our pumpkin stem. This is just a little twisted pretzel rod. So we're going to break it in half. I'm going to show you. This is going to be the stem and the way in which somebody can pick it up.
Oh,
Now,
so cute.
last but not least is a little bit of parsley. You know how every pumpkin has a little green around the stem, right, Mac? So we put a little one of those right there. And voila, it looks like a pumpkin. So Mac, you want to help me do some of these? Why don't you take one of these? And just take your little, and Lydia, you want to help too?
Yes.
And you take a toothpick and then just draw some little lines around like you would on a pumpkin.
I'll jump in there too.
Please do, Jen. Then put your pumpkin in the pumpkin patch.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, a little stem, in it goes. And a little leaf. Looks great, Mac. Put it in. Mac, you want to put the stem in? There you go. Stick it in the top. And you have a really easy, cute, cheesy appetizer. Cheesy in many ways.
Cheesy in a good way.
Cheesy in the literal and figurative sense. I went cliche and I made the Knorr's vegetable dip.
Not for nothing, delicious.
Straight
Really
from
good.
the 70s to your party.
Yeah, one of my favorites, totally. Except our fourth Gala girl was like, I've never made that. And I said to her, are you kidding me? Seriously? If you've never made it, you've at least eaten it somewhere. It's usually served in a giant pumpernickel bowl. You know it. Grab the Knorr's soup, you throw in some mayonnaise, you throw in the frozen spinach and some sour cream, boom, done. It's all in the back of the recipe. That said, what it does is make a lovely graveyard. But to make it Halloween-y, what we did is we put it on this giant platter, making it graveyard-like. And then we took these, which are called party pumpernickels. You can buy them party rise or party pumpernickel. If you send your husband to the grocery store to find them, he won't.
They're by the deli.
They're by the deli.
Yes.
Thank you,
Is that
Jocelyn.
where they are? I've never
Always.
found them. Yeah.
And now at this point, my husband knows where they're exactly located in every supermarket around the country. But just so you know, they're the tiny little pumpernickels. What you do is you take a couple of them, you slice them in half, and
You are very creative, by the way.
oh, I tell you. And then you put a little, ooh, I can't believe I'm going to say it, mayonnaise.
She brought the
What kind?
It's this big.
Mayonnaise. Hellmann's. You take the Hellmann's. I threw a little chili sauce in mine to color it, but if you're not okay with a little bit of heat, you can certainly do food coloring to make it orange. And then what we did is we cut those little party pumpernickels in half and wrote R.I.P.
So cute.
with the mayonnaise with the chili sauce. So basically what you do is you throw the mayonnaise in here with chili sauce or food coloring, and you squish it down in the bag, and then you cut a tiny little hole with your scissors, and zoop, you write R.I.P. in them. Now the best part is we do this. Oh, gravestones. There we go.
Can we just put them anywhere?
Absolutely, it's a graveyard. How cute is that?
Oh, look at them. They
It's
stand right up.
adorable, right?
Jocelyn, would you like to bury somebody?
Absolutely.
There you are.
Go ahead.
Our father, who was an editor at the Globe, every time he used to throw out the obits, would yell, "Bury the stiff!"
Oh, I like
Bury
that.
the staff. I love this.
So there you have your very easy traditional dip that you've always made, graveyard, done.
All right, so I'm sorry, but the key to a really good spooky Halloween party is the atmosphere. I mean,
Totally agree.
it's dark lighting, it's candles everywhere.
Spooky.
It's blood red cocktails, yeah. And by the way, these have a little bit of a kick to it. Keep them cold. Not gonna lie to you folks. Keep them cold.
Don't be afraid to add a cube.
No, bring it on, bring it on. Okay, so first what we're gonna do is a really cool kind of fun Halloween floral arrangement. Of course, you're gonna be like, oh great, Alex is doing flowers again. That's so shocking to me. No, this is very good. And by the way, Jennifer and I were talking earlier, and we realized that if you watch the Gala Girls Halloween episode, you will save hours of going on Pinterest because we scoured that site. Yes. Gala Girls, we have a Pinterest page, so check us out. But really, we've lifted from other people. All good. That's the beauty of Pinterest.
It's all borrowing. We all share the universe when it comes to decorating.
It's true, it's true.
And food and this.
Totally, and that's why we're here. So what I did was I actually bought a black vase. I did a little low vase over here with some spray roses, and I actually, this was a Jennifer suggestion, I just dyed the water black with every food coloring under the sun.
What a great idea.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one of those over there. And now,
Where do you find a black vase?
many questions. Okay, hold on. The black vase, I found at AC Moore and it was $4.99.
Nice.
Really?
Yep. The white roses I got at the grocery store. They were, I think, $8.99. Cheap. So not a whole lot to this arrangement. It's literally, you're just going to put in as many white roses as you can kind of jam in there. I actually grabbed a few spray roses too, so that you can stick them sort of on the outside of this to really make it as full of an arrangement as you possibly can. Joss, would you snip a few of those spray roses for me? And as you know, I always love a nice full arrangement, but since this is a very narrow mouth opening, yeah, sure, whatever.
We'll say opening.
Thank you. Yeah, opening it is.
Better hope the water is up to the top, right?
It is, it is. And you know what, quite frankly, the beauty of this arrangement, it can be a little haphazard, doesn't matter, just jam them in, doesn't even matter. You got it in there? You good? I'm gonna put one more in the back here. Okay, so you're like, all right, well this is great. Yeah, I got some white roses, who cares? Well, the beauty of it is you can go to like an iParty or any kind of a party store. These tiny little black spiders, which you put all over. These are little clip-on spiders if you want to grab one or two.
These
in
are
my
clip-ons, but you
backyard because I've got,
you
like,
can
a
get them as
spider
rings with little kids.
Yes, we all have rings too.
yep.
But yeah, these are just, they're so cute, and they give it that really super creepy type look to it. So this
love
would
it.
be, isn't that adorable?
So cute.
So we'll put that over here. Now you may have noticed my ghost. Ooh, my ghost. I'm happy to say I actually made this one up right on my own.
Very impressed.
Thank you. Would you grab me?
Pinterest?
No Pinterest. Yeah, I made this up all by myself. I know, I'm so creative. But I took just an old, what was this, lemonade, I think, in this?
apple juice, whatever.
Okay, yeah. And normally I just, recycle them. That's the end of it. Well, styrofoam ball, chopstick.
What is that, 50 cents?
If that,
that,
exactly. And you just are going to put it in. But we're going to go back to, please hold this,
glow
back to the glow stick, which, by the way, these are harder to crack.
They are. I felt
Right?
so embarrassed. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so weak. I couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, no, you can do it. So we're glowing now. And I found that if you just tape it to this, just one of these, it made it so it's not like hanging on the bottom or anything.
dangling, yeah.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah, no, easy peasy, Japanesey. In it goes.
Look at you.
Here.
Lemon squeezy.
I like to quote Shawshank Redemption myself. Just some cheap plastic. Really?
It's a napkin. It's anything you have in your credenza, in your whatever.
Extra
Linen
fabric.
cabinet too. Put a little rubber band. Oh yeah, a little noose, if you will. A Sharpie, and before you know it, you have got a glow-in-the-dark ghost, which is really cute.
That's very
super
cute.
easy. You can put them all over your your steps as people are coming into your house.
Exactly.
I thought that was kind of a
Really
fun
cute
thing.
idea.
So you can put that over
If
there.
you're doing it outside, though, you might want to weight it down with some rocks. So
That's a
it'll
very
blow
good
up.
idea. That's a great idea. Okay, so our game is really fun. Now, this is kind of a throwback to when you were a kid, if you remember. Totally, right? It's called Murder. So your guests all come in. Don't you love this game,
I
right?
remember this on Orchard Lane.
Ah, yes, where we grew up. So when your guests come in, as the host, what I'm going to do is very quietly, I'm going to go up to each guest during the night, and I'm going to say, like, Jen, you are a victim. Not that I see you as a victim, but you are a victim.
No.
I say it just to you, don't say a word. Now, Jocelyn, I've chosen to be the murderer.
Not a victim.
No, not a victim. Murderer.
Never.
So I will say, Jocelyn, you are a murderer. Now, what Jocelyn does during the course of the night is, as she's mingling around, how Jocelyn murders guests is literally by winking. By the way, choose someone who knows how to wink, not one of those like, yeah. You want to do it very discreetly. Now, the fun of it is when Jocelyn, let's say she winks at Jen. Yeah. Okay, so Jen doesn't want to die right away because she doesn't want to totally give it away. But when Jen is ready to, she's going to do a very elaborate death scene. Please do a very elaborate death scene for us, Jen. Yeah, very good, very good. Oh, and down she goes.
Notice my smile.
Yes, she's laughing. So now Jen comes over to me and she's like, obviously, I have been murdered. So I put this little rest in peace right here, and now she can go back to the party. She's been killed, dead, gone. Guests can come over to only the host and say throughout the night, I think that Jennifer was the murderer. Guess what? You're wrong. You too are dead. Boom. On a rest in peace thing. So,
And FYI, I will take over the evening.
yes, there's no doubt about that. So anyway, so the winner, the person who either correctly identifies the murderer, wins a bottle of blood red wine. And if nobody guesses the murderer and it's down to the murderer and one other person, then the murderer wins the game. How about that? Kind of fun, kind of cute. And it's fun because it gets everybody talking. It's very cute. So one thing we wanted to say was our friends at Textile Designs have hooked us up once again with a fantastic invitation. Boo, cocktails and candies and canapes, oh my. So go on textiledesigns.com, check them out. You can also see them on our website. And lastly but not leastly, our fabulous spooky soundtrack. You can go on our website, greaterbostongallagirls.com, to find all of this. We have,
I'm sorry.
do you like this? Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. The Halloween theme song, very scary. So check these out. You will have a spooktacular time. And let us please invite our last Gala girl in here. You have got everything you need for the most wonderful, spooky, and scary night. And with that, we say, any excuse for a party. Cheers.
Ooh.